What's going on, everybody? There's a truck drivers here, Alex and Jimmy. So, I've been meaning to do a video like this for a long time. We both have. And today we're going to be doing a review of the company we work for, Quest Trucking, or Quest Global Trucking, Quest Trucking. I'll just go by Quest. All right, everybody's
Quest Global Incorporated.
Okay, so all right, so we've been here for a little over a year. I believe it's been a year, right? Or yeah, next year will be
a year and a couple months.
Okay. Now, what drew us over here? For me, it's gonna be a little bit of a weird video. I want to try and give us both of our, stuff, because I could have done this my take on it, then Jimmy's take, but I said, let's just have it. Let's both together at one, and it'll be fun. Okay, so from what I was told, the pay was good. They had they're pretty much, in my opinion, the whole company's just one dedicated route. All right, I think they have Disneyland lanes. That's what I call them. Pretty simple, I came from a starter company, and just throw a dart at the board. That's where you're at, kids. Whether you liked it or not, I've been in some place in the Northeast. It was just one narrow road and just ditches right there, and you better keep it in line, or else you're gonna be right in it. But yeah, that's mainly it. I was told that the dispatch team was great, the fleet managers were great, the breakdown team was great, the pay was good, good lanes, pretty steady freight, is what people were saying. You get your miles here, blah blah blah, and being a young buck, I'm like, all right, let's party, let's do it. What about you, Jimmy? What was it when I brought it up to you? What were some of the things that stuck with you that made you want to come over here?
Well, actually, I was more hesitant on having dedicated lanes because I thought I was going to get bored out of my mind driving the same lanes over and over. But as it turned out, it's a lot easier. I have more. I could pick which stops and know which stops I can stop at. That will have parking. They have good food there. So I ended up liking it a lot more. And from what you told me, before we got into Quest, the pace seems pretty good. Easy routes. You're not going anywhere in the lower 48 states, and it just seems like a breeze. And when we got on, everybody was nice. It felt like family there right from the get-go. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I wonder, will this work? Hold on, I want to try something real quick. No, it won't work. Okay. Because I'm a very visual person, so it's easier for me to explain. I like to do. I would have liked to have done a little follow the bouncing ball type thing. You know what I mean? But I can't. So if you got a Google Map, Apple Map, whatever you got, just pick a map of the U.S. And that's the best way for me to explain it. I know drivers have been on here forever. Oh, well, that's just highway whatever. I'm like, well, that's nice, buddy. I'm happy that you know it like that there, boss. I'm still, grasping it. But from what I can tell, from the lanes that we're usually on, it's mainly, you start off in Georgia, typically, because that's where their terminal is in Georgia, Cartersville. And you go across the board. But most of the time you're either on, 10, 20, and 40 going across. Once in a while you'll work your way up from Georgia up to Idaho and then come down or go back down, like that. And then you'll work your way up the 5. If you go the other routes I said right now. So you'll go from Georgia to Cali, and then from California you'll go up to Washington. You'll work your way down back over to Georgia. Once in a while you go into the Carolinas. Sometimes you'll be in Florida, but that's really it. I can't really remember us anything? Because
we always grab LTL freight, which is less than truckload freight
Mm-hmm.
on the East Coast, and then we ship it to the West Coast, and then from the West Coast we always get produce or frozen food and bring it back to the East Coast. So,
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple freight. We only had like maybe 1 or 2 reworks because they were off that day.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've dealt with before with my first company, and I'm still debating if I want to do a review on that one because it was quite an interesting experience, to say the least. But I know some people are going to want to talk about pay in the video. I know that's everybody's like, oh, how much you getting paid? How much you getting paid? How much you getting paid? I want to see pay stubs. Well, I ain't going to do that here, okay? I'm not that guy. I'm not going to be the one, oh, look at this, my pay stub. That's just not me. I don't think Jimmy wants to do that either. You see his face already. He's like, no, absolutely not. But what I will tell you is when we started here, we had 1 year experience. 1 year teaming together because we went to the same school together. We had the same trainer together. Excuse me. We had the same trainer together. We were both on the same truck, so it was a 3-man team for like 6-7 weeks. All right.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was, man. Yeah, it was. I'm just happy it took you. I'll be honest. It was faster for him to get the hang of the truck than it was me. But at some point, I was able to do it. I was able to do it on my own.
Yeah, on the last day.
Yeah, on the last day, indeed. my trainer was so patient too. He's like, "Don't worry, man, you're gonna get it." And then when we get to the day we got a test, I was like, "Hey, bro, you gotta get it now, man. I mean, there is no more time." Oh, good times. So that's what our credentials were. We got our hazmat. We had 1 year on the road, 1 year teaming together. Nothing, thank the Lord. Knock on wood. Most people say my head is just hollow, so I'll do that. That's what we had. All right, again, let's try it one more time for the 3rd time, Alex. 1 year teaming together, 1 year experience. And we had our hazmat endorsement, and we had a clean record. Okay, both of us. Now, we started off when they onboarded us. We started off around a $1,200 a week in that realm. Over $1,200 weekly pay. They do offer 2 types of payment programs. You have the option to go to cents per mile, and then you have some options to do like a salary program, or what they call some people call it a guarantee, whatever, but it's more of a salary because you won't make more. I mean, you can make more when you say with the company. You fall into different brackets on how they pay you versus in the salary, and then cents per mile, it's the way they work it. But when we got onboarded here, we started off making a little over $1,200 a week, okay, each. And they do pay you per diem here, so I know that's a little over $300, something like that. It's per diem. They do have benefits here. I can't, I'm sorry, folks, I can't remember for the life of me. I can't remember the cents per mile, but you do have the option. If you want to go to cents per mile, they can pay it. And let me tell you, you will make some miles here. I don't know if you could refer back to the video with Miles and Routes with Charlie if you want to get a much clearer picture of miles and routes. See? We already covered that in another video, and you could take a look there. But you'll make your miles here. You're gonna make your miles here. There's no doubt about it. So for us, we went ahead and tried out the salary program, and so far we like it. And it's quite popular here in the company. I know there's a certain few that still prefer the cents per mile, but for us, I mean, it's steady. It again, like what they ask of you, in my opinion, They don't ask you. They don't ask a lot. I mean, yeah, you're gonna run miles. I always want, when they ask me, what do you want? I'm like, I always tell them 7,000. But most of the time I'll get 55, 62, somewhere 63, sometimes 6,500 miles a week. We will. It all depends on what's going on that week. But we do steady. I mean, we run our miles, but I try to be a little overachiever. Want to add anything on that one regarding the pay?
No, just for sure you'll get miles with this company. If you have your hazmat endorsement.
I have no idea what happened. All right, my phone glitched up, but we're still gonna keep this video rolling. I'm just gonna edit it and then make the slide come in, whatever. Anyway, we're fine. What were we talking about? We were talking about pay and miles and stuff, weren't we?
Yeah. So I was gonna say, on the salary program, when you go on vacation or have any breakdowns, you're still getting paid, which is a really good thing. We have bills coming up, so we know we're getting money and we're not cents per mile. So if you're like breakdown for 2 days, you're not
today.
Paid. So thank goodness for the salary program, which is one of the benefits of being with this company.
Yeah. Like I said right now, like today, and that's going to lead us on to the next topic. Some of the things, I'm going to try and cover a little bit of everything for you guys. When I was with my first company, every time I would call for breakdown services and stuff like that, nobody had a clue what was going on. Never. And you would think, hi, my name is Alex. I am truck number XYZ. And you would think, okay, Alex with truck number XYZ. And there'd be a nice little note of stuff on my profile saying, oh, they're in the shop for this. You got this going on, pal? Hey, how can I help you? Maybe that's because it makes sense. That's why they didn't do it. But over here, breakdown team, they're on it. They respond fast to the TAs, and whenever we have any type of repair, they're on it, and they know what's going on already. They already have those notes, like I mentioned right now, which first place should have had. They have it. They know what's going on, and they're very proactive. And they call you and they say, hey, blah blah blah, and they keep you updated as well. And don't forget, drivers, just because you have a good breakdown team like that, and they'll keep you updated, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take a little bit of initiative and go and check into yourself. Sometimes you might ask a question that could have saved you 20 minutes. You remind the tech or the counter person, because sometimes they get busy too, and that little reminder you might give them, you don't got to be a jerk about it, like, oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, I got it, because it's happened. Oh, I gotta let your company know right now, some guy came in right now, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, you're gonna be done pretty quick. How long would I have been waiting there if I didn't just go do a little bit of footwork, like, oh hey, how you doing? But yeah, the breakdown team here is awesome. I've never had an issue with anybody. When you go to the shop, they have a part. When you go to the terminal, they have a little section where you pull off real quick. You can honk your horn or whatever, and the shop will come out. You tell them, hey, I got a question about this, that, or the other with the trailer or the truck, and they'll take a look at it for you. They'll do a little pre-trip, and they'll take a gander at it, and they'll try to fit you in at the shop and get you taken care of. Certain things they can't do, I believe it's like the PM services. They'll refer you to, tell you to go to the TA or a Petro. But brakes, tires, they still handle a lot of stuff at the shop, and the team is good. They always. I remember one time we were passed out actually, and I got a knock on the door, and one of the shop supervisor, I forgot what his name is, he came knocking on the door. He's like, hey, do me a favor when you guys get up and get ready and all that, because I think we weren't reset. We were there. We were waiting for a load or something, but it was early. We had time on it, and he took a look at the tires, and he just didn't like the way it looked. I thought, the way me and Jimmy were trained, in no way am I saying we were trained bad, because I still think we were trained very good. The tires look like they set a good life on them, but just to be safe, just to be sure, he said, let's give you guys a brand new set of drives. It was the drives, all of them, right?
Yeah, drives.
So even if when you're waiting in the yard, and without even asking, they'll take a look at your truck. I like that. For me, I liked it, because I was like, wow, they're being proactive and giving us a second set of eyes. You know what I mean? And sometimes they just want to, prevent, take extra measures to even wait on something. I liked it a lot. I felt like they took pride in their equipment and wanted to make sure the drivers were safe and well taken care of. What do you think?
Yeah, and they also, whenever a trailer gets dropped off at the yard, they always do a pre-trip in the morning and make sure it's good, whether it's loaded or empty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big plus on their end. And I think before we got on this load, they knocked on our door and said, "Oh, we have a update on something with the software." So we had to take it in.
The truck.
Yeah, the truck.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah. They have I believe he's a dedicated Freightliner mechanic from Freightliner, and he has his own section in the shop. So if it's something like, he could give us a look first, before they would send us actually to Freightliner. Because that's all their equipment is, just Freightliners here now. But I thought that's really convenient to have too. I can't remember the exact specifics of what he does, but I know he's he is from Freightliner, and he has his own bay, really.
I think he deals with like all the software, like all the computers.
Mm-hmm. If a code comes up, right, he could diagnose it and stuff and tell you this is what's gonna need to happen. Alrighty, but yeah, I mean, as far as the breakdown team, that's all I got from. I mean, they're great. I like them.
They're all friendly. Whenever we need help, they're always there. And yeah, I mean, they're just good overall.
Yeah. Which would lead us to our next. Well, not really lead us. I'm just gonna segue into it. We're gonna talk about our dispatchers. The dispatchers are great. I believe Deja, Mary Ellen. I can't remember the other girl's name. The other guy. And I know there's a number of them. I mean, but they're all really nice, dude. I think the guy's name is Weston. I can't remember. All right. Today is just dealing with the breakdown stuff. My head's a little all over the place. But I've been meaning to do this video for you guys, and I want to do it. Okay. So, dispatchers are awesome. I mean, same thing. They know what's going on, and when I call them, I usually get an answer like that of what to do, how to go about it, because a good portion of them drove the truck before, or they've been with the company for so long, they got the answers, dude. With the last company again, I don't really like to badmouth my other company, even though I'm kind of doing it in this video, but I mean, they're on it, dude. I mean, they already know what to do, and for me that was big, and they're all friendly, they're all polite. I feel like we're in good hands. If I need to call and reach out and ask for a question, or I'm having issues at a shipper regarding, like, I don't know, paperwork, and I don't really have a lot of problems with customers and stuff like that. I know some drivers, in other areas, just in trucking in general, they have issues at checking in or whatever, I mean, you just go in, hey, how are you? My name's Alex, I'm the Quest, I'm here to check in. Either go ahead, wait over there, or you're too early, come back later, and okay, cool, I'll be back. I mean, it's not hard. Usually when I do call them for problems with the shipper, it's just a pickup order number or something that I forgot to grab, or it accidentally got left out on the note, and then oh yeah, here it is, boom, boom, and there you go, and then I'm back in business. So I like our dispatch team a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Also with the dispatchers, like what Alex said, they've been on the road. They've been to these shippers. They know how to handle it. Yeah, most of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they know where to park if you ever have a delay. So that really came in handy a couple times, and we thank them for that. And they're awesome. They're always on it, and yeah, they're good.
All right. lead into the fleet managers. I talked to a few other drivers here, and it looks like I haven't really heard anybody complain about their fleet manager. Everybody likes them. The one particular that we have, his name is Charlie. He's awesome. He's awesome, dude. And I'll tell you why. It's not just because he's nice and he tells me, "Good job, guys. You did great." It's not because he does any of that. When I first started here, because I never ran reefer before. When I first started here, because that's part of the stuff we do is, we do a lot of refrigerated loads, on produce, frozen, stuff like that. I've never done that, and for the first 3 weeks or so, maybe a little bit more. Was it about 3 weeks, Jimmy?
Yeah.
He's with his kids, or 3 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, or Saturday, Friday, whatever. Charlie always answered that phone, or he did his best to either respond and text me back or give me a call back. He ran those loads with us. Excuse me. He ran those loads with us, dude, and he was just on the phone, but he pretty much ran it, And whenever I needed help, or I didn't know what to do, or questions, even if it's a dumb question, and I try my best to keep those to a minimum. All right. I like to, be proactive and solve issues myself, but there was a good amount of times I had to call him. That's me. I don't know how many times Jimmy had to call him, but Charlie was always there. He always let us know. My line's always open. If you need anything, I'll do everything in my power to help you. And I would like to say the same about the other fleet managers as well. Nobody's ever complained to me saying that they didn't like this person or whatever. They have good experiences also. So I'm just trying to keep it narrowed down to what our experience is, because I can vouch for it. Charlie is awesome, dude, and I really, really couldn't have asked for a better fleet manager, in my opinion, because he'd be my third one in total in my career, and he blows the other two out of the water. What about you, Jimmy? What do you think?
Yeah, our fleet manager is really good. Charlie always meet our expectations whenever we need stuff done. Either it's personal or work related. He's always there. He always works with us, and he always wants the best for us. He wants the best for his team. Wants the best for the company, and he always tried to make it right.
Absolutely.
He never does us wrong, or
off the record.
Yeah.
And everything
anything
like
that.
He'll never ask you to do anything that would put yourself in danger or break a rule or anything illegal. He'll never, make you feel like what he's asking you to do is kind of sketchy. Ever.
And he also been on the road too, so he knows how it is.
Yeah.
So, we couldn't have asked for a better fleet manager.
Mm-hmm.
We're very thankful that we have him.
That's right. That's Fleet 2 for you folks. If any of my fellow quest drivers are watching, that's Fleet 2, baby. That's how we do it here. So that covers the fleet managers. So let's see, we talked about fleet managers, we talked about pay, a little bit of benefits, we talked about breakdown, we talked about the dispatchers. I think this video's coming to a near end. At least for me, that's what I could really remember. The yard, it's the terminal's fine. Let me see. What else was it? I'm sorry, folks. I really did want to touch on something. Oh yeah. So back to the lanes. All right, because I feel very strongly about this. Okay, I really, really do. We were talking about earlier. I call them Disneyland runs, and then we also say you're gonna get a lot of miles here. You are, and they are, in my opinion. I know some people say, well, Alex, not everybody wants to drive that many miles. Some people don't like this or that. It's fine. But for me, they're not hard. And it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? And the same sippers, the same cons. It's all the same thing. They're not asking you to go through the GW Bridge. They're not asking you to go to Chi-Town. They're not asking you to go through Jersey, dude. I mean, we don't go nowhere near the Northeast. And for me, and we don't have to go west of the 70, through the Rockies. I mean, I don't think you could have. That's a sweet deal. For me, I like it. For what I feel like they ask you to do here, it's whatever. I think.
I mean, none of it's hard.
Yeah. I'm trying to be very polite for you folks. I mean, it's not hard, okay? It's not hard. Whether you're running 4,900 miles a week or 6,300 miles a week, it ain't hard. This ain't rocket science here. That's just Alex's personal opinion. So overall, we like the company. We're happy we came here. They take good care of the equipment. They're very involved with your repairs and stuff. They want to make sure that their drivers are set up for success and they're getting their miles and they're happy here. So far, in my trucking career, as short as it has been so far, I mean, I like it. I know Craig Poole is our VP here. I know he cares about his drivers. I know if anybody ever had any questions or uncomfortable, which I don't think they have any reasons to, but if they did, they could always reach out to him. They got they have they could talk to their managers. They could talk to their dispatchers. You're never gonna feel like you can't go to somebody if you have a problem. And the orientation was great too. All right, they put you in a hotel room. We were in a nice, or I liked it. The Comfort Inn Suites, I think it was, Jimmy.
Yeah.
We were very comfortable. They got us a rent a car. Being from Nevada, we drove our happy butts all the way over here. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I liked that drive in the car from there to Georgia than when I went up to Nebraska, to Omaha. That one. Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, they made sure we were fed. They took us out to lunch. They talked about how their fuel networks are and everything. I mean, yeah, so far it's been a good experience, and I'm enjoying it, and I look forward to, seeing what else the future holds for us. You got anything you want to add on to it, Jimmy?
I'm comfortable with this company. Like Alex said, the lanes are super easy. The only issue is, during the winter, when we go up to Idaho or Washington, there's going to be snow on the 84 to the 80 to Nebraska to, into Lincoln City, I think it's called that. There's going to be snow. It's going to be bad weather. And you folks know how Wyoming is, so it's always shut down every other day.
Yeah. And in all fairness, I don't mean to cut you off. In all fairness, that's just Wyoming in general. Yeah. It's not just because it's the wintertime, it's summertime, fall, whatever, dude. It's Wyoming. That's how I always call it. It's just Wyoming.
Yeah, you can check it out in our other videos.
Mm-hmm. And you'll get a good feeling for it as we go into the wintertime, and you'll be able to see the different conditions. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, but besides that, everything's fairly easy. A great team behind us, with the dispatchers, breakdown team, and the fleet managers. Everything just works well together, and it just makes us happy. Which they want. They care about their drivers, and we're happy. With the routes that we have, the home time that we have, that we can plan, and the pay is pretty good.
Before I forget, just because you said the magic word, I remember what I wanted to talk to you also. Home time. you know, drivers out there, we both know how important home time is and getting us home on time. 99% of the time, 97% of the time, and I'm not saying anybody's perfect, but these guys don't play around here. They are very serious about getting their drivers home on time. Usually, I'm home a little early, like a day early. You know, usually, okay, like I said, stuff happens, all right, and sometimes it's out of our control, and sometimes it's out of the dispatcher's control, and, you know, the planners, you know, sometimes the shipper messed up, or you got a repair you got to do, and they'll still do what they can to get you home fast, you know, even in those times, you know, they care, and they respect your home time, you know. I know usually we stay out. This time I want to do like a 5-month banger. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to hang out. I want us to go home sometime in January. We'll let you know if we do end up doing that. But the typical amount of times we stay out is about 7 weeks out, and we go home for 9 days. You know,
all paid for.
All, like you said, all paid for. And you could bank. Not. Let me rephrase that. Let's say you've accumulated, what is it? Just for example, okay? We'll use that for example. Let's say you've accumulated 9 days off. If I wanted to take 3.5, or not 3.5, sorry. If I took 3 days off, and I said, you know what, dude, I'm losing it. I'm bored. I want to go back on the road. They'll buy back. If they can, they'll try and buy back those days from you.
On top of the salary.
On top of your normal salary. So it's almost like you're giving yourself a bonus. And you're like, oh, well, you can't really save those days. They'll just buy them back from you. You know. And the reason why I say that, I wanted to say they'll always do it but I'm still a little unclear on it. But regarding my fleet manager and our experiences, we've always been able to sell our days. You know, and that's kind of like one thing we're planning on. We're trying to see if we could get accumulate 3 weeks off, and then take 2 weeks off and sell 1 week. Excuse me. That's kind of my plan on how we're trying to do it right now. But yeah, I mean, you could do stuff like that here, and some drivers and a lot of drivers like it a lot. Not some, sorry. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting, Jimmy?
I think that's about it.
Yeah. Alrighty, folks. Yeah, so that concludes this video. That concludes our experience with Quest. We've been here a little over a year. We may do some more with Quest. I know I have some other stuff I had kind of planned out that I would like to do, but you know, we've been busy running, so I haven't been able to. You know, but we'll try and get to the other Quest videos that I had planned out as well. All right, folks. Thank you everybody for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or whatever, leave them in the comment box regarding here, and I'll see what I can do to answer to the best of my ability. And if I can't answer it right on cue, I'll partner with somebody that knows the answer to your question, or refer you to the website and give them a call, and maybe get you some answers. All right. Basically what I'm saying is I'll do my best to get you answers. All right. But the only way you're gonna be able to do it is if you leave it in the comment box below. All right. So thank y'all for watching. We appreciate all the love and support we get from all of our viewers and subscribers. Don't forget to click the links down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Most importantly, please, thank you. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. Yeah, thank y'all for watching. We appreciate it. Everybody be safe. And you sure you ain't got nothing else to add before I let them go?
Nope, that's it.
All right, take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye.